What's happening, good people? Welcome to the channel. I'm Wes, aka Mr. Budget Watch, and today we have a Casio F91W killer. Now, you might have seen recently that the Casio F91W is no longer under £10. In the UK, it's actually on Amazon for £11 at the time of filming, which is the 4th of April. I don't know when it's going to go live, this video, but that's when I'm actually filming. And that's what I'm going to base it on, is like today's prices, which is like just over £11. So yeah, that is a bit of a, well, quite expensive actually for an F91, seeing as they used to be like sub £10. So not really sure why. I've actually seen them up at like £15 on Amazon last week, so I'm not really sure what's going on with the prices. I don't know whether it's like an availability thing or what, or people just marking them up to make more money. Not sure what's happening. But anyway, that's why I thought, do you know what? Let's show you some Casio F91W killers that, you know, are actually not that much more. So yeah, that's what we've got today. So here is said watch, the F105. So this is basically like an F91W on steroids, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so let's you know, just cover off all the sizes and all that good stuff, and then I'll talk a little bit more about what makes this watch better than an F91. So size wise, it is 35.3, and that is at the narrowest. That's just between the buttons right here. At its widest, it's 37.6, so that's including the two little buttons. Lug to lug, so from here to here, is 39, so it's still really nice and compact, but slightly bigger than the F91. The actual case length from in between the lugs, so top to bottom, is around 34.5. Thickness is 9.7, so it is thicker, and that's due to the module. And also we have an 18mm lug width, so if you do want to swap out the strap, you'd need an 18mm one. Crystal wise, we're looking at just an acrylic one, pretty much, you know, box standard for a watch at this price. All resin, so we've got resin case and a resin strap. 21 gram it weighs, so it's really nice and lightweight. And water resistance, I couldn't really find a definitive answer, but according to what it says on Casio's specifications, it's ISO something or other majiggery, I don't really know, but that equates to around 30 meters, so in that regard it's no better than an F91W, but it is better in a lot of other ways. So let's start with the case, and it's actually a little bit nicer feeling. The material, you know, is a little bit nicer quality than the F91W, but then again it is, you know, a little bit more expensive. So yeah, it is, you know, more premium and feels a little bit better and a little bit better built. Like the F91W, we also get the drilled lug, so you can swap out the straps really easily, but more on that in a little bit. So you can see it's a little bit different in terms of look as well. The F91W is a really iconic look. This does share, you know, a few little things, but obviously it does, you know, change things. I mean, we've got a lot of blue, whereas the Casio F91W is a little bit mixed, having blue, red, and a bit of gold. Whereas this one makes, you know, it's a little bit more subdued. We do have a little bit of colour on these arrows right here, and just where it says EL backlight, which again I'll show you in a minute, way better than the F91W. We've also got a little bit of colour there, which just shows you, you know, where your what your buttons do. So I'm presuming the one there is actually for the light in the top corner, because there wasn't room to put light up there, because it says illuminator in massive letters. So it's very, very easy to read. And I do like the colourway as well, the blue. And I don't really know, I think it's like a creamy colour, which is quite nice as well. You know, just a bit of a change from all the white. So looking at the side, you can see we've got, you know, pretty much standard 2 buttons at this side, and then 1 at this side. You know, the side is actually pretty cool. We've got these sort of little grooves in the case just to give it a little bit of interest, and, you know, it's pretty cool and, you know, quite well done. Case back looks pretty much like a F91W really, but you'll notice that the actual case protrudes. You can just see there, it's a lot wider than the F91W, again to make way for the bigger module inside. Little tiny screws, information, horizontally brushed. Mine has picked up a few little scratches, you know, from wear and stuff like that, but, you know, it's really good, and the brushing quality is nice and smooth as well. So Sort of movement wise, it's a 3298 module, which is found in other Casios around the same price point. So it has your stopwatch, which is 1 in 100 seconds, and that lasts for an hour. We've got a daily alarm, automatic calendar, up to 7-year battery life, which is quite impressive. Negative to plus 30 seconds per month, which is pretty solid, and it uses a CR2816 battery. So yeah, that is all that out of the way. So let's just show you how it works. It's pretty much the same as an F91W really. So we've got your alarm, and then we've got your stopwatch, and then you just press it there, press it to stop, and then that changes, and that's to reset. And then you've got your time, and that's pretty much it. It's nothing more really than the F91W. So it's pretty much got all the same features, apart from one massive benefit: the illumination. We've all seen the Casio F91Ws. It's abysmal. This one is fantastic. I'll pop up some B-roll now because it's obviously I've got my bright light on, so it's not really gonna. Or actually, can you see it under bright light? Oh, you can actually see it shift. You can see it just there. So maybe if I do turn my light off, you might be able to see it. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's actually way brighter. So I'll pop up some B-roll and I'll get you a proper look at how bright it is, because it is so much better than the F91W. It's just leagues different. I mean, the F91W gets a little rubbish green LED and it's abysmal. It is so bad. That's why I did actually end up modding mine and putting a better module in it for the better illumination. But this one comes with it straight out of the box, so that is always nice to see, and it just makes using the watch, so much better as well in low light situations. You're not having to like really look hard at it. It's just bright. The strap quality though, next, and it's pretty much the same story as the F91W. It's resin, not the best to be honest. I mean, it's reasonably comfortable. But yeah, it's definitely not the best quality. You can see that's how you take it off. And then same story at this side, same buckle, keeper, everything's pretty much bang same. So what you're really paying for with this watch over the F91W is the improved module, the better illumination, and the better build quality. So is that actually worth the extra? I think it's around £10–11 more. Do you know what I would say, just for the illumination alone? Yeah, it is. Because the F91W is just awful. It is so bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, love that little thing. It's such a cool little watch. This is not quite as iconic or not quite as cool, but it's definitely better. And it does actually, as the title say, kill the F91W. But we all know for a fact that, at the price point, nothing really comes close to it. This is obviously more expensive, so of course it's going to be better. But should you actually pay more? Depends. If you can make do with the F91, then you'll probably be fine. If you do want that little bit extra, then this is one that you should take a look at. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, and of course follow me on social media at Mr. Budget Watch. Thanks again, I'll see you soon.